This tutorial about peer review covers what is peer review, how to find peer-reviewed articles, how do you know if something is peer-reviewed. Your professor may specify the number and types of sources they want you to use in a research project or presentation. Oftentimes, they ask you to find peer-reviewed articles. The terms scholarly and academic can be used to describe a type of source written by researchers and experts that are intended for other scholars and researchers, but it doesn't always mean that it's been peer-reviewed. Peer-reviewed sources have gone through a specific editorial process and can sometimes be referred to as refereed. If you are ever unsure of your assignment requirements, ask your professor. The best way to find peer-reviewed articles is through Forsyth Library's Search Everything tool or our research databases. From the library's homepage, if you search using the Search Everything tool, you'll see peer-reviewed articles listed in the library catalog with a purple icon. You can also filter your results using the sidebar to show only peer-reviewed journals. Many of the library's research databases have filters and search tools to limit your results to show only peer-reviewed articles too. Some even have icons to indicate within the results those that are peer-reviewed. Depending on the platform, most commonly EBSCO, ProQuest, or Gale, it may look a little different. To confirm whether a journal has been peer-reviewed, you can Google the journal title and navigate to the journal's About page. If it's a peer-reviewed publication, it will be a bragging point, and often within the first few lines of that About page. They commonly describe their peer review or editorial process too. Or you can use the library's research databases, which often include the information of whether a journal is peer-reviewed within the journal's overview page. So from any search results, if you click the hyperlinked title of the journal, you'll learn more about it, taking it to a mini About page within the research database. Oftentimes, peer review is just a line within that page. It's important to pay attention to the type of article you plan to use because some articles published in peer-reviewed journals may not actually be peer-reviewed. For example, book reviews, opinions, editorials, and other news items don't undergo that same peer review process as the research articles, even though they're in that peer-reviewed journal. If your article really is peer-reviewed, it should have similar characteristics and structure outlined in the How to Read Research Articles tutorial. A few key characteristics are an obvious author, date, journal title, and frequently citing other scholarly works. So look for that reference page at the end. If you have any questions about the peer review process, you can always ask a librarian at Forsyth Library.